Hey everybody, welcome back. You knew this was coming. We are doing entitled Groomzillas that took it a little too far, just a little bit. Attention everyone who will be attending Sharon and my wedding. Girls, rules are this: you cannot wear high heels or pretty dresses. Oh god. I told Sharon she will stand out and be taller. I want it where every picture has her in the back. In fact, that's another rule. No pictures unless she's in it. What else? You have to give her snacks. That's not real. Is that a joke? You have to be joking. You're joking, right? Should we be upset? My brother, who is supposed to be the best man in our big wedding, just texted me a few days ago and said he won't be at our big wedding in November because his wife is having a baby in December and she's afraid he might get COVID-19 and bring it home. Granted, we did just have a small 20-person wedding in July because we purchased things with our original wedding date before our big wedding had to be postponed. Now I'm stuck trying to find a new best man and I don't know what to do. Still haven't responded to my brother either. So you want him to attend a second wedding? I mean, he was already there. He already went! It's not bad to be sad and upset. You can be sad and upset at the situation without being that way towards him. I don't know, man. I think you need to be a little more reasonable than that. I'm just saying. Am I the for having a dress code for our wedding? Hello everyone. We, 29 male and 24 female, are getting married this September. Up until recently, everything had been going to plan and our months of hard work planning had been paying off. The issue lies in the dress code. We have been clear from the beginning that this is going to be a white tie event. The heck is a white tie event? So of course there are strict rules attached to that. One thing we are really looking forward to is our wedding shoot. We've spent a large amount of our own money on a photographer who we hired after weeks of research and shopping recommendations. This photographer is highly sought after in our area. We're lucky to book him last year in advance. So naturally, we are taking this seriously. We have been clear from the very start that the dress code will be fully enforced. The invitations we sent explicitly told our guests what we'd be expecting from them. White tie, no unnaturally dyed hair, no visible tattoos or piercings, and they were free to decline the invitation if they had a problem with this. We also sent everybody who RSVP'd a reminder over several emails weeks ago repeating this instruction. This was going fine until one of our mothers recently posted a Facebook picture of a cocktail-style dress she wants to wear on the day. Of course, this isn't included in our dress code, so we informed her right away that the dress would be unacceptable. Another woman, a family friend, asked if she could bring flat shoes to change into after the ceremony, and we again directed her to the white tie instructions. I'm sorry, what is white tie dress code? I need to know. The most formal dress code. Floor-length gowns for women, black jacket or coat with tails and matching pants for women. Uncommon for modern weddings. White tie attire has been around for centuries. Okay, so literally for like kings and queens, essentially. It's the most formal. All right, so now that I know what it is, let's continue. Unfortunately, this has caused a lot of unnecessary drama throughout both our families and even some friends. Both sets of parents, cousins, some siblings, and many more people have messaged us privately to ask us to relax our dress code and allow them to be flexible. This isn't happening. So we have just pointed to our white tie only policy and told them they accepted the rules when they RSVP'd. In our opinion, while wearing knee-length dresses and suits rather than a tux might be appropriate for a day-to-day life, they will doubtlessly look out of place at a wedding that is supposed to be fully formal. I don't think anybody really cares but you, buddy. Like, I'm just saying, I don't think it really matters. What really matters is that your friends and family are there on your wedding day. We are hosting a private event where we are able to set the rules. Having been to other weddings over the years, we have fully complied with the wishes of the marrying couple. We do not see why we should be given the same treatment. Having been to other weddings over the years, we have fully complied with the wishes of the marrying couple, and we do not see why we should be given the same treatment. Since we made this clear, we've been called by the people around us. However, in our opinion, this is our wedding and we've been clear about our preferences all along. We've even told our guests that if anyone has a problem with this, they are free to drop out, even though we will still be paying for their seats now and not attend. Am I for having a dress code at our wedding? Edit, just so you know, everyone shouting bridezilla is being very sexist. I'm the man in this relationship. And while my fiance and I agree on this issue entirely, I'm the one who posted this submission. Therefore, you are a groomzilla, which is why I featured you in this video. I think the most important thing about having a wedding, like a big wedding, should be having your friends and family be there. It should not be nickel and diming your guests. It should not be cutting people out of your wedding, which they want to be there for, because they don't want to wear like an Oscar gown. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like you're a bit much. Okay, Groomzilla, let's give this Groomzilla a rating. I would say this is 7 out of 10. Groomzilla, okay? Just my opinion. It is your wedding, but chill out. But also, guys, leave it up to you. If you have any opinions on this, let me know. To me, this sounds a little Groomzilla-y. Just a bit. Groomzilla is a choosy beggar. Looking to borrow a car for my wedding day. 12 out of 28 will be needing it from 2 to 8 p.m. Thank you. You can borrow my Tesla if you want. Do you have a picture? Seriously, a Model 3? Trade it in for a Model X and then maybe I'll consider. Says the guy without a car. Dude, it's just an option. You don't have to be a dick about it. You offer me a Mode 3 and you think I'm the dick. It's my day.
It's my day.
Bro, it's a nice car. It's brand new. All you have to say is no. Okay then. No. I will be out of town, so I can't make it to your wedding. You can borrow the M3 if you want. No, thank you. Looking for something at least over 100K. It's for my wedding, not my 18th birthday party. Or you could just take an Uber. Just take a little Uber. Or rent a car. Don't ask for one for free. Rent the car that you want. How's that? I give this Groomzilla a 9 out of 10. Am I the asshole for getting mad at my pregnant sister for not being excited for my wedding because I didn't choose a date she wanted me to? I'm 27 male, getting married later this year. Earlier this year when I finalized the wedding date, my sister asked me if I could move the date forward because she would be 39 weeks pregnant and she can't risk attending the wedding. That wasn't possible because my best friend who lives out of the country was only free during those days, or he wouldn't make it, so I refused and she said she was fine with it. Me and her were close, so I was bummed, but it was whatever. Now I'm planning my wedding with my fiance, but the thing is my sister doesn't even show a little bit of excitement for it. She doesn't even look happy about it, doesn't take interest when I asked her for her opinions, so I snapped and told her she could at least be happy for me if she isn't attending the wedding. She said she doesn't see why she should be interested, she's happy for me and my fiance, but can't expect her to show excitement about a wedding she isn't even attending. So I told her it was her choice. She replied she has a good excuse not to attend, but I could have moved the wedding ahead a bit, especially when the bride had no problem, but I didn't. So now I don't get to be mad. I was shocked by how bitter she is. I didn't expect her to hold a grudge. She knows how close me and my best friend are. I vented to my fiance about the whole thing, but she told me I am the here. And I need to cut my sister some slack because she's pregnant and I did choose my best friend over her. Now I don't have any right to be mad. So Reddit, am I the I think you might be the just a little bit. I mean, yeah, like I get that your best friend is your best friend, but you also chose specifically a date that your sister could not attend your wedding because she's pregnant and having a child. I don't know. To me, you kind of sound like the I'm just saying. Okay, so here's my story. These are just highlights, but there was so much more. I'd been with my ex for a few years. When we took a trip, I was sure he was going to propose. All the hints were there. I had my nails impeccably done during the whole trip because I was expecting it, but didn't know when or how it would happen. Finally, it happened. He gave me the most gorgeous ring I've ever seen. I never asked how many carats it was because I didn't think that's a detail that matters. If it's coming from the right person, I really don't care how much he spent. Oh, that's lovely. That's where everything went downhill. Every time someone congratulated me on the engagement, he would ask, what did they say about the ring? Did they realize how expensive it is? I told him that's not something I feel comfortable discussing with my friends and isn't something I would ever mention. He constantly stressed how I had the most expensive ring out of all my friends. One time, I was so sick of it, I told him I've seen bigger. Oh. He was so angry he didn't talk to me for 2 days. At this point, we lived and worked together, so this was a lot. It bothered me that he was in considerable debt. He owed me a ton of money. He was constantly using my credit card, wanted to use my apartment as collateral for a loan, and I had no idea how much I was carrying around in my finger. He would go on and on about his bachelor party, which was an extremely expensive trip for all of his friends. But whenever I brought up anything wedding related, he told me he didn't care. The only instruction I had from his mom was that we had to get married in his hometown, so all his family could come. We are from opposite sides of the country. Oh, this is messy. This is a bit messy. When I started planning the wedding that my parents were paying for, he told me he didn't agree with any of my parents' decisions and that he would be paying for everything himself. That we were getting married whenever he could afford it and my parents might not even be invited. Bruh! I broke off the engagement after only 2 months. Good for you, girl. I think that's totally fair. Sounds kind of psychotic to me. He chose to keep this from his family and friends until everyone bought their tickets to his bachelor party. So once he told them they couldn't back out. Stop! No! You didn't dodge a bullet, girl. You dodged a bazooka. A big atom bomb, okay? Holy cannoli. Dang, you didn't even know all this about your fiance until he was engaged to you. The audacity of some people, I swear to God. I'm glad that the entitled Groomzilla, bridezilla thing, it's not just specifically to women, although there are very few Groomzilla posts. Very, very few. Most of the grooms don't really give a shit, let's be honest. I'm writing this pretty upset. My brother's girlfriend decided to write me a message via Facebook announcing they're getting married in April and if I wanted to be her bridesmaid. A little background, I live with my family in Puerto Rico. If you watch the news, you know it's been a cluster here lately. Not to mention my 6-year-old has autism. I had a baby 7 months ago, so money's tight. Me and my husband have never, and I really mean never, taken a vacation off the island. So we've been saving up for a well-deserved vacation to Peru. April is so close and airline tickets for just me and the kids is well over $1,000, not to mention lodging and food. So I told her I was honored, but I'm not in a financial position to go to said wedding. My brother is estranged and has never even called my mom, yet can you believe he had the audacity to call my dad and ask him to insist? Then later my dad had the audacity to call and try and guilt trip me into getting into more debt for a wedding I don't even want to go to. I'm sorry for this long post, I'm just upset I'm being made out to be the bad guy for refusing to put my family into debt. Stick to your guns, lady. Isn't it funny though that like, he didn't call to ask you, but like, listen, I'm not getting involved in family drama. I'm just saying, if it was so important for you to be at your estranged brother's wedding, why did his fiance call and ask you to come and not him? So I've been married for 6 months. I'm super thankful my perfectionist tendencies made me push up the date from March to January. We're finally doing thank you cards. I'm a bottle of Chardonnay deep. How does this sound for the guests that didn't give a gift? Thanks for enjoying the $150 per person dinner and unlimited booze, plus awesome DJ and dancing at our wedding. You must have forgotten the wedding gift, so here's the link to the registry. Peace and love from the bride and groom. I've actually just decided not to send a thank you card, but still bitter. Bro, I didn't realize that people kind of expected weddings as just kind of this like invitation to buy them gifts. Like, I know it's impolite to not get a gift for a wedding, but like, I didn't realize that it would be taken to this extent of like bitterness, you know what I'm saying? A drunk groomzilla screamed and pointed in my face because the venue ran out of Grey Goose at 11:45 p.m. The wedding ended at midnight. I filled up an empty bottle with water and served it to him and his douchey friends. Good for you, dude. Oh God. Oh God. Groomzilla doesn't appreciate a guest's attire that was approved by the bride. Am I the asshole for wearing a traditional African gown to a wedding? Last week, my boyfriend, male 20, and I, female 19, went to his sister's female 27 wedding. I wore a gown with kente print and a matching head wrap. If you don't know what kente print is, it is a traditional Ghanaian print. I think I said that correctly. Sorry if I didn't. I made sure to check in with my boyfriend's sister beforehand that this was okay to wear to her wedding, because I know some people don't think kente print can be formal. She told me she loved the gown and actually told me she'd be mad if I didn't wear it. During the wedding, I noticed I was getting many dirty looks, all of which came from the groom's side. Flash forward to present day, I received a text from the groom saying I was out of line and I should have asked him if I could wear it because his family was from the South and they had traditional views. And I went as far as to say I embarrassed him in front of his family. My boyfriend's sister found out what he said and has apologized on his behalf. I think I may be the for not only checking in with the bride and groom, so Reddit, am I the asshole? Info, because I got a private message. My boyfriend's family is Asian, Taiwanese to be specific, and the groom's family is white. Yes, I am Ghanaian. I was born here and lived there for 11 years. I don't think that you're the I just don't. I think there might be some issues on that side of the family, and I think it runs a little deeper than that, if I may be honest. Alrighty guys, it was hard to find, but those were some groomzillas that went a little bit too far. Calm down. Just bring it, you're up here, I need you to bring it like here. That'd probably be good for you. Alright, cool. Subscribe!